It was a time of strife in Enroth, long before my own struggles to restore peace to the kingdom. Following the tragic death of the beloved king of Enroth, the lands descended into chaos. His death left a power vacuum, and 4 would-be rulers rose to claim the crown: Lord Ironfist, Queen Lamanda, Lord Alamar, and Lord Slayer, each one driven by ambition and a desire for power. I've heard many stories about the Ironfist family, of Lord Morglin Ironfist, whose courage on the battlefield earned him a name known across the lands. Yet my bloodline has no connection to the Ironfists. Instead, my family's legacy stems from the Griffinheart lineage, whose noble history was tied to the defense and prosperity of Enroth. Lord Ironfist's forces, skilled in the ways of the night, took the first steps in securing key strongholds in the battle for the kingdom. His first victory was the capture of central towns, defeating the enemies who sought to claim them for themselves. His knightly armies brought order to chaos, but he had many adversaries. In the south, the warlock Lord Alamar commanded an army that defied imagination. His forces included creatures of dark magic. Hydras slithered through swamps. Minotaurs charged into battle. And dragons ruled the skies. Alamar's mastery of arcane power made him a formidable foe. The war between him and Ironfist's forces was one of the most brutal of the conflict. Knights clad in shining armor clashed with beasts of legend, and though the cost was great, Ironfist's armies prevailed, forcing the warlock to retreat. Queen Lamanda, the sorceress, commanded powerful magic and a host of mystical creatures. Her armies of unicorns and sprites swarmed the northern forests, yet despite her powerful forces, Ironfist's knights were undeterred, and after a series of fierce battles, they retook the northern territories. Lord Slayer, the barbarian, was the most savage of the 4. His armies were driven by brute strength, with ogres, cyclopes, and behemoths, leaving devastation in their wake. Slayer's campaign of conquest tore through the western lands, leaving Ironfist no choice but to face him in battle. Despite the exhaustion of his forces, Ironfist led his knights to a hard-fought victory. Slayer's armies were routed, and his strongholds were taken. In the end, Lord Ironfist emerged victorious, securing the throne of Enroth. But even in victory, the cost was high. His soldiers paid dearly for the peace they had won. The kingdom lay in ruins, but at least the land could heal. But my story does not end here. Though Ironfist's victory paved the way for a new era of peace, it was not without its challenges. For even after his reign, a legacy of conflict would endure, and my own struggle to restore peace in the kingdom was yet to come, as the fight for the throne would one day bring new, unforeseen challenges. The future of Enroth would be shaped by the events of this time, by the triumphs and tragedies that would echo throughout the ages. A conflict born of ambition and bloodshed would forever change the course of history. And it is said that, though Lord Ironfist's victory was monumental, the true test of Enroth's future would come not through war, but through the trials of the family that inherited